Hello, collective. I am Juanica. Some of you call me Miss Astrology, and I really just feel led to make a video and kind of talk about my winter, as well as some of the upcoming astrology and what we can take going into this. Maybe some of the things that I say, I'm just kind of freely expressing myself right now will resonate with you. I really just want to share something that I'm really proud of that I did this winter and a little bit how it impacted me in just the hopes of maybe encouraging someone else. So I have to be honest with starting by me and some family members had some drama like over the summer. And in that, as time progressed, I found myself a little bit, I would say, maybe spiraling out of control emotionally and mentally, and even a little bit physically. So, one of the first things I did was get into therapy. I found a therapist, and I found a therapist that I really, really liked. And she asked me hard questions, and she held me accountable, and she showed me compassion and grace, and all of the things that I needed in order to become aware of my own actions, right? Like aware, like not like it's like you do stuff and yeah, you're aware, but are you like fully and like deeply aware of like the emotional impact, the psychological, like the deep spiritual impact? Like, are you fully aware of what you're doing to yourself? And so with therapy and with that, I got really bad. And when I say really bad, I mean that I was really doing a lot of drinking. And I knew I was doing too much because in all that drinking, I was doing also a lot of fighting, like actual physical fighting. And that's really not my character. And I was doing a lot of things that I didn't remember the next day. I was doing things that I regretted the next day. And so, right before Christmas, I just really wasn't feeling me. I had a fight at a friend's and really regretted it and just some other stuff. And said, okay, winter's coming. It's going to be hard. I don't like winter. It gets sad. I'm already not in a good place. And so I'm going to not drink alcohol for winter. Like, that's just, I can do it. I'm just going to not drink alcohol for winter. Mainly because I didn't want to, like, go into a really deep depression that I wasn't able to come out of. That I wasn't able to, like, and I knew that when spring got here, that it wasn't going to be your typical spring. And so that means I would have been in this deep depression, not just a funk, but like a real on depression if I would have continued to drink through winter based on my own actions that I was now starting to really realize because I was in therapy, quite honestly. And so I have today, the day that I'm making this, the 21st of March, 2024, have not put any alcohol in my body for 90 days. And I'm like I have not had any alcohol in 2024. And I'm really proud of myself. Now, I never went into this with I'm not going to drink again because I got to be honest, your girl loves a nice red wine. I love a lemon drop as well as a good old fashioned. Like, I like a good cocktail. So I don't know that I'm not going to drink again. That's not what I'm saying. What I'm saying is that I gave it up for winter and like really took my own advice and really went to work, and nowhere near the work is done that I need to do. But now I'm just proud of myself. Like, I just feel like if I can give up alcohol for 90 days, I can do anything. And not like I was an alcoholic, but that's 3 months of not drinking. And I even went to see 50 Cent at the rodeo. I celebrated my best friend's birthday, two of my best friend's birthdays. I even today sat at the bar and had my favorite meal at Papados. I'm still interacting, not as much as I would have interacted drinking. I definitely wasn't hitting my regular Wednesday happy hours. And the other thing I want to say is when I do go to like the bars and stuff like that, or the places that I visit, I don't go as much now, or it didn't go as much. But everybody was really open and really receptive and really accommodating for me, just saying, I'm not drinking right now. I'm gonna give it up for winter. When there was a time that I didn't even have to order and they were bringing me a drink. And I remember the first time I went to the restaurant that I love to go to on a regular. And I was so nervous going in because I wasn't drinking. And I knew this bartender, and he was my favorite bartender, made the best old fashions, and he always gave me a little extra. And when I walked in, I was so full of anxiety, but I knew I wanted the food. It's right by my house. I go there all the time. And when I walked up to the bar, he looked at me and said, "Hey, are you doing dry January?" And I was like, "Yeah, actually I am." And he was like, "Yeah, me too. I'm gonna make you what you want? You want like just soda and lime, or what?" He was really cool, and it just let me know it was spirit, God, the universe, letting me know that this was what I needed to do in this season. And I must admit, you guys, this has been one of the best winters that I've experienced in a really long time. I've been really productive. I got my courses out, not as many as I wanted. I had some other things going on as well, but these are all things that I need to be doing. So cosmicallylit.com to take a look at the courses and sign up for the newsletter and all that stuff. But I've been a lot more productive. I feel so much better. I'm sleeping so much better. Like the weight, and I'm not a big person at all. I'm always been very petite, and I've been working out more. So now the weight has just melted off. Like I'm being more consistent in the things that matter to me most. And now that I've been able to be consistent in these things for 90 days, now I feel ready. Well, not quite yet, because as the day of me making this, it's the 21st, and we still got a Mercury retrograde coming up and eclipse season. So I won't be adding anything new right now. But when I do add a new habit, I feel strong enough to add more like daily habits, daily routines, because now I have these things locked in. Like I'm working out every day. I'm walking my dog every day. And I did those things before, but like I'm really doing it now. I'm journaling every day, reading every day. I've read 3 books. Like I'm doing so much. I've created, probably 25 hours of content in of real estate content or astrology content, and then real estate content. I've updated so much stuff. I've done so much just from 90 days of not drinking alcohol. Now, again, I'm not saying I'm not going to drink alcohol again. I'm not saying that at all. Because I can imagine on vacation having a really nice martini by the beach, okay? So I'm not saying that I'm not going to drink again. I'm just saying that sometimes we have these vices, we have these habits, we have these things that we hold on to that inside we know are hurting us, but we're not allowing ourselves to realize it. We're not allowing ourselves to tap in to that darker part of ourselves. We have to heal our own selves, and a lot of the healing has to come from the inside, and we have to do it ourselves. This makes so much sense, right? Like the sun is in Aries, the sign of I am. Chiron, the wounded healer, is in the sign of I am. So I am my own healer right now, and this is that very much that energy. And the North Node is in Aries, and this is going to help me get me on purpose and on direction. And so tap into, specifically right now with the eclipse season coming up, things are going to come up for us. Things are going to be revealed for us. Like, yes, there's things are going to spring and bloom, but they're going to require us or show us where we need to pivot, where we need to let go, where we need to adjust. Mercury's going retrograde, where we need to rethink, redo, reorganize some things. That's really what going forward from March 25th, really through, I would say, all of April. Really, you could just wait till April 1st, because that's when Mercury goes retrograde, and just kind of allow yourself to see what's coming up for you in the areas that you need healing, and just go from there. Allow yourself to give up something. I wouldn't give it up until May 1st, around that time, but allow yourself to give up something that you deeply know is no longer good for you. It's not serving you. It's time for us all to get on purpose, our own individual goals, our own selfish needs, because the more we strengthen ourselves, then the more that kind of goes into the collective. And with the North Node in Aries making, aspects and trines to Aquarius and Pluto, Aries is I am, but Aquarius is the collective, and that's a sextile. That's positive energy. So the stronger I am, the better the collective. So I hope this resonates. I hope this makes you think about something. Let me know what you think. Leave a comment. Talk to me. Until next time. Peace.